How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. There are some people making 200 IQ plays out here. They're geniuses with what they're doing right now, buying Bitcoin. I want to explain that. Let me tell you about some other people that are buying Bitcoin and why you need some Bitcoin now. We also have some altcoin news. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see every video like this as soon as I post them. You can also share this channel to other people that you know that might like this kind of content. Now, there's just some news. It seems like day after day there's some problem with Binance or Coinbase. Binance shut down withdrawals on Solana because of increased volume of transactions on the network. Unfortunately, that's going to continue to happen, which is why I continue to talk about other exchanges that you can spread your money around or spread your crypto around. If you want to try out Margex, there's a link underneath the video. You can start trading there within just a few seconds because they don't have any KYC, which means they're not asking for your social security number, your name. You just put in an email, a password, check their terms and conditions, and you can start trading. You also get a 20% deposit bonus that can be used towards fees for the first couple weeks. There's also a link down there to CoinW in case you want to start trading there. You can buy spot crypto as well. Now, I do want to thank Undeads. We'll talk more about that later. An interesting gaming project right now. But let's take a look at the market. So, as you can see here on the HGAalgo indicator, which is linked underneath the video, we did flip bullish on the 30 minutes. Now, we've just kind of been consolidating between 64,000, 65,000, and 68,000. So consolidating right below this previous point that we got to. This is really bullish. And I talked about in the video earlier today, like the massive amount of buying coming from BlackRock. BlackRock bought another 12,000 Bitcoin yesterday, something like that. Just an insane amount. And for context, the relative size of IBIT's cash haul, it now ranks second among all ETFs in one-day flow. So this is the second largest flow we've ever seen in one day, which is just nuts. Second in 1 week flow, second in 1 month flow, and third in year-to-date flows. Keep in mind, this ETF has only been open for 2 months, and it's already third in year-to-date flows. This is nuts. I'm not sure if this is just for this year or if this is all time. Even if it's this year, like it wasn't open the entire year, right? It started on January 11th. So for it to be third, and just for it to be third in general, is just absolutely nuts among all ETFs out there. We also have some news. Michael Saylor is going to buy more than we expected. So I covered this a few days ago. The genius that is Michael Saylor, how he issues debt for very low percentages, very low interest rates, and then goes and buys Bitcoin, which pushes up their stock price, which then makes them more valuable, which means they can get more debt at a cheap interest rate. And he did it again. They said that they were going to purchase $600 million worth of Bitcoin, but now it got moved up to $700 million. They got a 6-year term with a 0.625 interest rate. I don't know about you, but if I could get that interest rate, I'd be buying a lot more Bitcoin as well too, just with that. Long term, that's a genius buy, and there are ways that you can structure it to make sure that it's a little bit lower risk. You could always refinance it as well. Like, think about that. We're at the top of this rate cycle, and he's getting a 0.625 interest rate and buying Bitcoin. So, yeah, they're buying another 100 million more than expected. This is going to buy them, 10,000 Bitcoin. They're probably smashing buy as soon as they can, as soon as they get the money in. So they're going to buy another 10,000 Bitcoin. They're super close to that 1% mark, 1% of the total supply ever in existence. They're going to be around 203,000 Bitcoin. Now, BlackRock is coming right behind them, but you have to remember, MicroStrategy doesn't have to sell. BlackRock, if they have people selling their underlying ETF, will have to go sell the Bitcoin. Now, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. They're pushing it to more people. So there will be people taking profits, right? But also there's just going to be a massive number of people that continue to buy. Arizona State Senate is considering adding Bitcoin ETFs to its state retirement portfolios. This is bound to keep on happening too. This is just one pension, but it starts off kind of a cascade. You see Arizona start getting large returns from these Bitcoin ETFs. Then you think, okay, well, Texas is going to be wanting to get in on that too. They're super pro Bitcoin. And then other states start hearing about it. They want to get in on it too. They want to buy ETFs. And then boom, all of a sudden another $10 billion worth of inflows coming from pension funds, from state funds. And it's going to happen all across America, all across the world. There are going to be entities that want to buy these Bitcoin ETFs and will smash buy and then will cause the price to go up. And they're not looking at turning a quick profit. These are entities that are looking over decades, at least over years, but more over decades to fund their retirements. So this is really good news, and it's bound to happen. We saw it coming, and now it's here. Now, there's some other pieces of news that I think we just have to cover in a second. Who's selling Bitcoin? Some other altcoins are doing well. A crash, an absolute dumpster fire crash of a currency that's turning more people onto Bitcoin. But first, let's talk about Undeads. Now, one of the massive narratives for the next bull run, I think, is gaming. Now, one of the gaming cryptos that I'm watching is Undeads. So they're a survival play-to-earn game that's been building for years. They have just insane art. You can see some of it here. They're fully doxed and audited, and they already have a working game that you can play today. So they're running an airdrop campaign right now. You can trade their collections over on OpenSea, Rarible, X2Y2, Blur, and Looks Rare. As I said, you can actually play the game right now on Rush. They are planning on going to Steam at some point in the near future, though they haven't put out an exact date yet. They also have a referral program that's going live on March 4. Now, they're a partner of the channel. I'll have links to them underneath the video, so you can go follow them with the links underneath the video. You can also buy their merch box and get a chance at winning up to 10 ETH on a Binance gift card, which is just crazy. They also have an Undeads crypto YouTube channel that you may want to follow as well. Again, links underneath the video. As always, do your own research. Now, I showed this in my video this morning, but there are just a lot of small entities selling Bitcoin while larger entities are smashing by. Like 100 plus Bitcoin holders are just smashing by on the last day, on the last 30 days, last 60 days. This was a big day though. Yesterday, they bought 12,000 Bitcoin, 100 while it's with 100 plus Bitcoin. They bought 12,000 Bitcoin. You compare that to the last 30 days, like that is a very significant amount. That is 5 times what they typically buy in a day. They were buying the dip. Large whales were buying the dip yesterday. We know BlackRock was also buying the dip with 12,600 Bitcoin. Now, some alts are running up too. I talked about Syncus in the last video. If you haven't already looked at Syncus, I would. It's higher risk, but it's doing extremely well. It's part of the high risk part of my portfolio. It sees some nice pullbacks, which is bound to happen in some smaller altcoins. This isn't right though. It's around $100 million market cap, a little bit over 100 million right now. And they've had so many stakers. They're tradable on Uniswap if you want to go buy it. There's also a link in case you want to stake and get like 80% APY. There's a link underneath the video and a code that you can type in to get a 15% rebate. Full disclosure, I'm a holder of this. I am a holder of this, and I stake some of my Syncus tokens. Another crypto that we talked about earlier today, just doing extremely well, 1,000% in the last 24 hours. Just the tip. It's at $1.6 million market cap. I think my video a few hours ago, it was at 1 million. Of course, know that you're buying something that's riskier, right? This is a riskier cryptocurrency. It's a meme coin about penises, but it is pretty funny. And they do have information on where it's trading. I had someone ask me where it's tradable, and you can get on Jupiter and Fluxbeam. You can go to their Twitter page. It's got like about 3,400 followers right now. Just the tips, Solana chain, and it's verified. You can go there for more information, but that's something I'm holding to. Now, Peter Schiff, this is really funny. He was just on Twitter Spaces last night talking about how Bitcoin's worthless, how there's no medium of exchange. Then says one thing that you can do with your overpriced Bitcoin is buy one of the 6 Golden Triumph ordinals currently offered for sale, and it's literally someone just holding a brick of gold. If you think 21 million Bitcoin are scarce, there are only 50 of these babies. Get ready, holders. These bad boys are going to the moon. So they've already had 0.174 Bitcoin worth. This is funny because he's probably going to sell out of these because he's such a hater. Like some people will buy these, and it is funny because I'm sure he didn't do anything. He just had someone set this up. And then someone probably sent him even this tweet to post. Maybe he wrote it, but it's just funny because he is so against Bitcoin, yet he's literally using it. It's almost like a joke. It's like someone hacked into his account and it's just messing with him. But yeah, they're just crazy. Even the people that absolutely hate Bitcoin are trying to make money from it, right? It's crazy. Now, we also got some news about Egypt. They just had a massive crash. Egypt lets pound plunge to record lows, closing in on an IMF deal. Apparently, they're getting like an $8 billion loan. I honestly don't know much about their economy, but I did see that their Egyptian pound lost 30% against the US dollar overnight. Man, this is nuts. Like this is crazy town. The fact that a currency can drop this much, this is why people are wanting to buy Bitcoin. I know we typically look at it from like the Western perspective, how you can make money from it, but some people just want some protection. Like they just want protection against their own governments, and they are willing to buy because it's the only place that they can actually store some value. And it actually goes up more than the US dollar. Like it's a better store of value than the US dollar. There's a lot more volatility, but it's a lot stronger than the US dollar, and it's much, much stronger than something like the Egyptian pound or the Argentinian peso or anything like that. So that's why people keep on getting driven over to Bitcoin. And we are looking pretty bullish here. Like the ETF demand is just absolutely insane. They're going to keep on buying. They're going to keep on buying. They're going to keep on buying. We're already seeing some pretty large volumes. We saw $1 billion worth of volume in the first hour and a half. I'm not sure where we're at right now because we're about 2 hours after the market opened, but we are seeing more and more large entities buy up Bitcoin. I would not be surprised if we saw a convincing move to the upside pretty soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you want to put in any longs or any shorts, heck, it's your money. You can do whatever you want. You can check out the link underneath the video to Margex to start doing that. Set it up for the next big move because there is a lot of volatility coming. Get ready. A lot of altcoins making some moves as well. So definitely pay attention to altcoins. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.